agree to disagree, that's what I'm always gonna do. Cause I refuse to let opinions take me out of my mood. You can't control shit.
Hello world, what's up? It's your girl, Sarah Appleb, and we are finally here with my podcast. My right may be your wrong. Oh, you want to know the slogan? Where open minds meet and closed minds read. So, yeah, if you one-track minded, one-sided, this probably is not going to be the show for you. Because we welcome all perspectives, all thoughts over here. Because if everybody thought the same, the world would be boring. First and foremost, I wanted to thank everybody that's been rocking with me since day one, anticipating my podcast, because it's finally here. I went through a lot of hurdles, but I finally figured out how I'm going to do this shit without needing people, because that was the main thing, you guys. Like, people's schedules wasn't aligning with mine, so I had to figure out a way to do the podcast by myself. Just shoot it. But the theme of this show, this is the first episode, the theme of this show is when the dark comes to the light. The overall theme, because we are pretty much in the age of the Aquarius, transitioning out of Pisces into the Aquarius age, and things are changing. Like, things are coming to the light. It's a lot of rebelling going on. It's a lot of truth, people speaking their truth. And that's what we're going to talk about in the show today, on top of the various categories that we have, because I am someone who do not like talking about the same thing for a very long time. My Mercury is in Aries. I don't know if you guys know, some of my followers know. I've told you guys I like direct conversation, and I like when people get to the point. So I wanted to introduce myself first for those who don't know me out there. My name is Sarah Appleb. Well, that's what I go by. And I am an artist, a hustler, a Jane of all trades. Like, I just do it all. I try to do as much legal things as I can do to make money. Mainly the things I'm passionate about, but I get bored with fast, so, I dibble and dabble in a lot of things. I am also the owner of my brand and label, Moral Minds, is a brand dedicated to recognizing morals and principles throughout life. Moral Minds is the head of this podcast. Everything that I do and I'm passionate about embodies Moral Minds, down to my music, pretty much everything, my merch. I got my tables turned hoodie back here. Make sure you visit the website to get you some merch. Check out, shop with me. On my podcast, I'll also be giving away merch or services offered through the podcast for those who can give me, those who have the first comment and those who have the best comment. At the end of each episode, I'll check into it, I'll reach out, and you guys can go into my special section on my website, moralminds.net/my right may be your wrong podcast. I'll leave a link under the description of the video, and you can pick out any service or piece of merch that you want if you happen to win these categories. So my show is broken down into various categories with topics revolving around the theme in general. So like today we'll be talking about when the dark comes to the light. Each category and topic will pretty much highlight the overall theme of the show. So let's get into our first category of the night, which is entertainment. I don't know if you guys have been into the blogs or the media lately. I know I have some people who are not into celebrity gossip and, the quarrels of what rich people go through and things of that nature. But I still wanted to talk about these things and how it related to the age of the Aquarius, and how, when I say when the dark is starting to come to the light, how these things align. So one of the first things I wanted to talk about, was the start of this year, was Cat Williams and him on the Shannon Sharpe show, Monique on the Shannon Sharpe show, Taraji P. Henson and her energy regarding the color purple in the movie industry, and just how all these people have just come to the light and come to speak their truth this year. It's like nobody's holding back right now. On top of everything that's going on, I also see a lot of perspectives and, ways people feel about things. It's a lot of people that feel it's a problem with speaking the truth or letting people know the things you have been through and what's on your mind. And I personally don't have a problem with it, especially if it's not on the level where you're trying to be ill or malicious towards anyone. If you're speaking your truth of a story of what you went through somebody, I really don't see a problem with it, especially if those people have spoke on you. Has been in the news for memory loss. Apparently, he went off on a reporter because they had something to say about his memory loss. And me personally, I feel like, why are we talking about Biden's memory loss? When, like Cat Williams say, the nigga is like 120 years old. I'm nowhere near that old, and I don't remember much. I don't remember a lot of stuff. And I do know one thing, though. As people, I feel like we remember what the fuck we want to remember. And Biden is going to remember what he wants to remember, no matter how old he is. But, just off the strength of he's that fucking old, we should have more grace for his memory.
The fuck is wrong with you people? Who raised you? Joe Biden is 96 motherfucking years old, bitch.
Take this quick little break or snippet to check out my latest video, Be About It, featuring my homie, my cuz, my fam, YD.
Cause if you gon' talk about it, be about it. Cause we about it, he about it, she about it, bring it out then. Cause if you gon' talk about it, be about it. Cause we about it, he about it, she about it, bring it out then.
If you're not my friend on Facebook, add me now so you can get the poll questions for the week. So let's talk about the love and relationships category, because this week's question was, could you take someone serious who was married but separated? Now, personally, I've lived and learned. I won't do it again. I've been down that road. Just put it like this. The mother lied. It was roles played. They were supposed to be separated. To my knowledge, it seemed as if they were separated. But I believe because they had spent so many years together and had kids that it wasn't that easy. It was like first love. I had been down that road. Should I know how long it took me to get over my first love? So I ain't even mad at him. But personally, I would never put myself in that position again, because it was a live and learn. Like, why I go down that road again? There's a billion people out here. I could just get somebody that's single. So with that being said, these are the results for the poll. Mostly everybody felt the same. I know I wouldn't take anyone serious who's married but separated. But at the end of the day, this is my right. Maybe you're wrong. You can do you. Hey, no love lost over here. Talk about one of my favorite categories of the evening. Culinary. Yes, I'm a tourist. I'm a foodie. I love to eat. So before I even get into the aspect of the culinary issues we have, I want y'all to go check out my baby sister, Chef Amber Beckham page. And check out her and her partners, Jamon Boo's monthly vinyl tasting dinners. It features like 5 to 6 course meals with wine pairings that's themed around the album, and they take songs from the album and base the dishes and the food off of each song. And when I tell y'all it's a vibe and the food be top notch, the ambience, everything is just great. They just was featured in Detroit Metro News. They got some big things coming up. So yeah, check them out. So if you're in the city, Detroit, Michigan, check out Beat the Meat. I just had some vegan food for the first, well no, it's not the first time. This is like the second or third. It's been a minute, but each time I had vegan food, it's been good. Great. Like, I couldn't even tell like the difference as far as the meat and the aspect. It's like lighter on your body, but I had some walnut meat, some vegan sliders, some vegan nachos. When I tell you that food was so good, y'all make sure y'all check out Beat the Meat if you're ever in Detroit, Michigan. She cook on Mondays. Amore and T-Reds, shout out to them. Right now, I just wanted to let y'all know, I know y'all seen in the news, they've been trying to hide Uncle Snoop and Master P cereal in the back of the Walmart. Like, stop playing with our uncles. Put the cereal in the front, y'all. Stop with them. Don't do us like, and it's Black History Month. That shit should be, it better be in the front of all the Walmarts by the end of the month, just off the strength. Don't do that, Uncle them. So, speaking of our overall theme, when the dark comes to the light with our culinary category, I know you guys have seen the rise food critics such as like Mr. Chime and Keith Leaf, like nobody is playing about their food anymore. And I'm loving it. Because there's been a lot of places that's been overhyped. And there's a lot of places that ain't got enough recognition. And they've been getting it. The truth has been coming. I'm telling you. Dark been coming to the light. People are not playing, not holding them up. And I feel like you cannot do nothing but take it as constructive criticism. When it comes to food, food is very subjective. Like, we all got different taste buds. But for the most part, you know, everybody knows when something nasty. I mean, if the majority say it's nasty or have the same consistent cons to it, you might want to change some shit up. You might want to practice work on it a little bit more. I wanted to add this segment to the show. It's called Random Fact. Random Fact basically consists of things that I just found out that I didn't even know. Like, I did not know that they are allowed to pull your hair in football. I've seen some videos where they was ripping players' locks out, like ripping their out. Like, why is that legal? Like, why is that allowed? That's just wild to me. So I just wanted to share that with you all. I don't know if you all knew about that, especially the women, or just people who just not into sports in general. I don't know if you knew that, but that's immoral. Like, that's just crazy. I seen one man rip somebody's shit out, and he looked excited about it, like he got off from ripping that man locks out like that. And I didn't never see if he ever get him back. But yeah, that was just a random fact. Of AI starting to take over the fashion industry, you know, using that as a tools and means to create virtual outfits and designs before hitting the runway. Yeah, things are sprucing up around here, and some people are worried that it's going to take jobs. But if I'm not mistaken, the CEO of one of these big fashion brands, he mentioned that, which is something that I like that he said, at the end of the day, we're all going to have to adjust to these tools. And what's a tool without the right human behind it? You know? Like, so yeah, some of us got to change with the times, you know. Things are really changing around here, and AI is taking over. Book of the month, The Human Aura. So, I'm just finishing this book up. I found it last year when I was somewhere downtown last year, and it was sitting like on the edge of a building, and it was just like the book spoke to me, like somebody just left this book out here. I think it was a little damp, and I picked it up, and it's called The Human Aura. So if you ever get a chance to check it out, read it. It's very like enlightening, high vibrational material, teach you ways of meditating and breathing, and just how to create a better glow and let go of the negativity, embrace the positivity, and understanding that if we all as people, you know, expand our glow, you know, understand our light, we would just be better as a society and the universe. So I'm fucking with it. If you get a chance, check out The Human Aura by Kasumi and Dejoie Cool. I'ma look and see exactly how to say that. But so right now we're gonna wrap up the first episode of the My Right May Be Your Wrong podcast, hosted by your girl Sarah Appleb. I hope you enjoyed this first episode. I feel like I kept it kind of short, sweet, kind of got to the point, elaborated on a few things, but I would really like you all to leave some comments, you know, leave your perspectives on some of the topics. Let me know how you feel. Like I said, first and best comment I will reach out to, and you guys can go straight to the website and pick your product or service of choice, and I'll send it right over. So thank you once again for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Agree to disagree, that's what I'm always gonna do, 'cause I refuse to let opinions take me out of my mood. You can